Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jameis now on first down. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 39 that time. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 23. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Vontez Burfict, the one to get him down.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Let's go now.
On third down, Winston. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On is Chandler Catanzaro now for the Buccaneer field goal. This one from 48 yards away. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Well, of course, you want to find the end zone, but, you go on the road, you get 3 points. I think you take it.
Yeah, pretty good start to the day for them, don't you think? Right? You go out there, get the 3 points. Now, look, it's not going to silence this crowd, but it might take a little bit of steam out of them right off the top.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returning it, John Ross. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Yo, on the ball. On the ball.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
He got 29 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Dalton gives to Bernard. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. Airing one out for Boyd. This is caught inside the 15. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Dalton. And he will take it all in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Pull it good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll go again to Jones. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Let's go.
From the gun, Winston. Open man has got one. It's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he'll get that out to Ronald Jones, the rookie. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Off the play fake, Winston. Man open left side is Brown. Gave a glimpse of his power that time. And then brought down at the 30. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just to be sharp.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. They go back to the ground with Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Let's go, let's convert, let's convert, let's convert.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Throw inside complete. It's McBride. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Winston now to throw on 1st down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd down, Winston. Howard has the 1st down and then some. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Let's go now. Let's go. It's time to play.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped off the very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here's Jones. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Brandon, I believe that they were in 4-down territory, and that's what they were thinking. But after the loss, I've got to kick the field goal. No way I'm going to go for it in this situation. But you know some of these coaches, they're extremely unpredictable, and they may go ahead and press it.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's not like you're going negative on me,
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Bernard. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, get ready for something coming left.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run again with Bernard, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, get ready for something coming left. Go, on the ball! On the ball!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. This from 54 yards away. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. On 1st and 10, Winston. Right side caught by Jackson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this.
And
now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape.
let's go.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
Ready.
A first down throw for Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Going up top. And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he's brought down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They'll pick up another first down with that run.
Open man is Uzama. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Passing, it's Dalton. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's a second missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the 4th down decision-making going forward. You get 4th and 3, 4th and 4. Situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half here, Winston. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So instead of trailing into the lockers, they grab the lead with the clock reading all zeros before intermission.
I would love to go into the locker room with them because right now they're riding a nice wave, aren't they? They're feeling good about themselves. But I know the coach is going to be talking to about calming down, taking it easy. We've got a whole second half, but use the way we finished the first one to start the second.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And now here's Ross. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Mixon will get it to start the second half. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Go, on the ball! On the ball! Hey, we got three, three down.
11 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you're thinking, yeah, the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Again, here's Bernard. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Go, on the ball! On the ball!
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. It was Mitch Unrein that made the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Dalton. It's caught. Left side, Brandon LaFleur. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Play action now. Dalton. Airing one out for Boyd. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And it's hard to hold a kick from this distance against him, but that is now 3 misses for him in the game so far.
3? And you wonder where his head's at right now. Kickers are a funny breed, but I have a feeling he'd love to see a 29-yarder next time to get him back in the groove.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's 1st down from the 42. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Let's go, let's convert, let's convert, let's convert.
Play fake. Winston. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Again, it's Jones. Down to about the 22 here. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Jameis to throw it. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost.
Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
A give to Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll pitch it out to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Ready. Blue ready. Green, triple C.
To throw is Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And an alley to run. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey. Ready. Blue ready.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Sometime in this fourth quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
You got him. You got him. Hey, let's go. Pull down. Wait. Hey, sub.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Jameis now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Jameis now on first down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Ready. Black 25.
On play action, Winston. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 10. Well, there you go. You said someone was going to have to step up, force a turnover. That's exactly what they needed.
Yeah, now they need to capitalize, get this back to a one-score game. From there, anything can happen.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. To throw here, Dalton brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
On the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Andy Dalton now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Go on the
First and 10 for Dalton. And he's got room. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
It's second down. Dalton looking. And that is incomplete here.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now the Bengals on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. Andy Dalton. And able to find Green. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Dalton to Green for a Cincinnati first. Andy Dalton now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
Go on the ball.
They'll run it here with the arm. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
There you go, 368.
Dalton throwing on second down. He's going to let this thing go deep for LaFell. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all the
pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Noah Spence in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Ready? Let's go.
Now Jameis on second down. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Go on the ball.
Second down, Dalton. And this one is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here you go, 368.
Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? Bengals going for it. Here's Dalton. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
And they pick up the first down on a fourth down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stop them on third down, or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. He'll buy some time right. On the right side, caught by Green. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets them back for second down. To throw on second down. Dalton looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked up on Levante David. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They're looking to throw this. Winston trying to lay one up deep. And, oh, Jameis intercepted a third time. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Go on the ball. On the ball.
There, D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead.
Go on the ball.
From midfield here, Dalton. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 22. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Winston here to throw. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Let's convert. Green, triple C. Green, triple C.
On 3rd down, Winston. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Chris Baker in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Tampa Bay, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.